Hello EMI, my name is Rietray. I'm from Cambodia office and today we're going to talk about how to make a good goal. So how often do you set a goal for yourself? Your personal goal, your spiritual goal, what about your goal for your project? And how do you make sure that your goal get completed? We all struggle with achieving our goals sometimes, and it's not because of the lack of effort, but mostly because of our goal is not structured efficiently. To increase a high chance of achieving your goal, you have to set your goal smart, which means your goal should be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. So first, I'm going to talk about specific. People tend to set a big goal that is hard to define. For example, a common goal is, I want to be successful. People give different definition of being success. What does it mean by successful? Having a family, becoming rich, get promoted, or owning a business? Let's say owning a business. Since there is a lot of business out there, we want to make it as specific as possible. So instead of saying, I want to be successful, we could say, I want to own a construction company in Cambodia, which is better, clearer, and easier to understand. So the next one is measurable. Is it enough to have a specific goal? How will you know when your goal is accomplished? Ask the question, what has to be done in order to achieve that goal? Let's say I want to start a construction company in Cambodia. What has to be done to achieve that goal? Let's say I will need to take 5 necessary training courses and 3-year experience of being employed and maybe about $100,000 in order to start that business. So I can measure my goal by seeing how many courses I have completed, how many years of experience that I've been working in another company, and how much money I have saved each month. Having a measurable goal helps us to stay motivated so that we can set a milestone that we can celebrate it when we meet it and evaluate it when we don't. So the next one is achievable. How realistic is your goal is? Does that sound possible? People tend to fall into a trap of setting impossible goals for themselves. It will push them for a little while and then they will end up giving up on their goal. You may need to ask yourself some logical question. What would it take in order to start a company? For example, taking 5 courses and 3-year experience of being employed and $100,000. Will you be able to save those much money? If you want to work and you also want to take a training, would you have enough time to do that? If you have a family or you want to start a family soon, would taking training in your free time make it more difficult? It does not mean you cannot stretch your ability, but you have to determine how realistic the goal is based on the various constraints. So the other one is relevant. Set a goal that is important where you are in your life right now. Not all goals are worthwhile as others, unless your goal is relevant to your overall plan in your life. Do not set a goal that someone is pressuring you to do it. It's not really motivated. Ask yourself again, does that business fit you well? Or maybe you're better with designing more than construction. Do you think you will be satisfied with that? Have you thought about where you want to live in the future? If your family want to live in another country, would it make sense for you to own a business in Cambodia? So the last one is time-bound. You may not want to run toward your goal and not knowing when you can accomplish them. Knowing where the finish line is motivate you to get started and have a healthy pressure to achieving it. Smart goals should be time-bound. Think about when, what can you do 6 months from now? What can you do 6 weeks from now? Or what can you do today? For example, taking 5 courses and each courses lasts 3 months plus 3 years being employed. So your smart goal, your time-bound smart goal could be, I want to start a construction company in Cambodia in 4 years. Next time you make a goal, don't forget to make it smart.